Dueling Dialogues is brought to you by our affiliates at IX Web Hosting. Click the banner on the rightleftchronicles.com to get up to 40% off your first year of the best hosting on the planet. Today's episode of Dueling Dialogue is brought to you by Saucy Eva. GMA's marinade is coming soon to a plate near you to gourmetize your meats and proteins. Coming to you from that once-forgotten artery that pulses through the center of the continental United States and into the heart of the Ozarks, Grace Matthews. Looking in from the northern border, our Canadian friend, along with his countrymen feeling the effects of U.S. political issues, Connor Murphy.
Welcome to Dueling Dialogues, episode 89. I'm Connor Murphy, here with Grace Matthews, all the way from Springfield, Missouri. Hi, Grace. How you doing?
I'm doing great, but I'm wondering who is going to win the Carpenter Bees War of 2018. Is it going to be me or the bees?
Oh, no. What you got going on there?
My gosh. I can't get out my back door. I have to go all the way around to my garage to get to my backyard to water my plants.
Oh, wow.
Because I've got these carpenter bees. I was at the hardware store when they opened this morning.
Wow.
I bought everything they had. So I don't know who's going to win.
Well,
so far, she's winning.
Hopefully, yeah, you're going to win that one. But sounds like you got it
We
under
call her
control.
the Big B, and it isn't B.
Yeah. Well, what are we talking about today?
Well, today is May 1st, May Day, and this kicks off the midterm election season.
Wow. Hard to believe already, eh?
I know, we're still talking about 2016.
Yeah, Hillary's still wandering around going, what happened, too?
Yeah, and there's still other people that say we haven't really got a winner from 2016.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. But tonight, the Republican candidates will have a debate to see who is going to go against Joe Manchin in West Virginia. Now, West Virginia is coal country. They voted 40%, I believe, over Hillary for Trump.
Wow.
Okay? Joe Manchin is pretty middle of the road. He is what I would used to call a blue dog Democrat.
Right.
We don't really say that anymore because there aren't many.
Yeah.
So he votes a lot of times with Republicans, but he did not vote on two key issues, and that's tax cuts and health care. So there's a very good chance that he will get beat.
Wow. Interesting.
But the primaries, I assume in West Virginia, is like most of the rest of the states, they will happen in August, but there will be a lot of debates, a lot of baby kissing between now and then in West Virginia. And, the same's going to be true in Missouri, where Claire McCaskill is going to have a lot of trouble holding her seat. She's had that seat for 12 years. She's going to be going up against Josh Hawley. She did not vote for the tax cuts. She did not vote for the health care.
Wow. Okay.
Obviously. And Trump carried 60% of the vote in Missouri. So Missouri is another state that you might see that Senate seat turn over.
Interesting.
Yeah. Something else very interesting. Yesterday, first in Hebrew, then in English, Benjamin Netanyahu revealed a lot of documents. I mean, there was 100,000 files.
Wow.
55,000 pages and CDs that prove Iran did nothing but move the nukes to a different location. He showed the pages, microfilm. He showed it on a screen. Apparently, they had transmitted it or brought it over in March to our Secret Service, or it's all been verified. This really puts egg on Obama's face.
Wow.
This was his signature, globalist movement. We handed them $1.5 billion in cash.
And what do you do now? What's going to happen now? We want our money back?
Well, we're not getting our money back, but now they say that the spin on this morning, they've had, almost 24 hours since BB gave all this information. The spin on it today is, well, maybe they lied, when we were creating the agreement, but they haven't violated it since.
What?
Hello. I wish I would have had a mother like that.
That just hurts the brain.
Mom, I lied when we made that agreement, but I haven't broken the agreement.
Oh,
Daddy would have said to that?
Yeah.
You gone crazy?
No doubt.
We're taking you to a therapist.
Well, this will be interesting to see what happens now. I mean, 1.5 billion.
Yeah. I mean, we got nothing from the deal. In fact, we got lied to.
Wow.
We didn't even get a little kiss.
Didn't even get dinner. Wow.
Yeah, I know. I hate those.
Unreal.
Okay, but today's May Day, of course. I said that earlier. Nevertheless, 7 years ago today, the Navy SEALs, particularly Rob O'Neill, they got bin Laden. So he was shot dead.
I can't believe it's 7 years already.
I know. I couldn't either. I was like, are you kidding me? I had to look it up, make sure they weren't making a mistake.
I would have guessed 3.
So, yeah, it seems like about 3 to me. We're getting old. That's why it seems like that.
But then again, I mean, it was probably 3 years ago that I saw the movie. So
yeah. You know what? Me too.
Yeah.
And the movie, I liked the movie. It was good. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Thanks for reminding me. That was a good movie.
Definitely.
Okay. Well, I told you, my friend, that Trump was not after the Canadians or the Europeans or the Mexicans with his tariffs. He's after China. Now, he has decided to postpone the tariffs on the European Union, Canada, and Mexico for 1 month. I have a feeling he thinks he'll have things wrapped up with China by then, because that's who he's after.
Right.
So you guys can breathe easy for a month.
Yeah, I don't think we were ever really too worried about it.
I don't think so either. And for people that are getting a new Amazon.
Yeah, that was kind of surprising.
That is very surprising. That is very awesome. Big deal.
Because I remember seeing the list and thinking, why isn't Vancouver on the list? Because like 2-3 months ago, they published a list of where they were possibly thinking of going.
Yeah.
And there was no Vancouver. There was Toronto on there and Montreal, I believe, and they were kind of tossed off the list very shortly after. So, it was kind of surprising. I think it was... I think
it's a great move. I think it's good.
Well, I didn't like the way they announced it. I mean, they brought in Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, like he actually had anything to do with it. I pretty much doubt that. He's really divided the West in Canada. He's deploying divide and conquer.
Step countries.
Yeah, right now. I mean, we've got our own trade wars going on. He's basically saying, okay, well, British Columbia is fighting with the federal government over this pipeline. But a very interesting thing, the Canadian government has a summer work program, like a student work program. Mm-hmm. They've recently cut the grant to a lot of charities out there because of religion or something other than that. So there's going to be a lot of charities that don't have that extra money to hire an employee this summer. Instead, he's taken a book from the DNC and Antifa, and basically he's taken that student money and he's hiring protesters to protest against the pipeline he's telling the rest of Canada he's forcing us to put through. And during his Amazon speech yesterday, he did the big pipeline pitch, yet he's paying for the protesters for the opposition to the pipeline. So you go figure that one out.
I think he's had lunch with Soros.
Well, yeah, he's taken a page out of the book of Antifa right there.
Absolutely. So, good luck with that.
Yeah, sorry, we kind of, moved a little away from the topic, but
that's okay.
That's a whole other show.
Well, Bart, I think it's pertinent. The Freedom Caucus. Now, that is a group of about 31 Republicans that are pretty far right.
Oh, I thought it was that they camped naked. Just the name,
Yeah, it does sound ridiculous, doesn't it? They have some libertarians, but nevertheless, they have drafted impeachment articles against Rod Rosenstein.
Whoa.
There's supposedly 8 points. I do not know what the 8 points are. As of about an hour ago, those 8 points had not been made public, but it has to do with him withholding documents.
Wow.
So that's something interesting to watch. And actually, I think it's appropriate. I mean, they have subpoenaed documents, and he just takes it upon himself to go, oh, well, no. I mean, it's the law. How do these people just think that they're above the law?
I don't know. We'd have to ask Hillary.
Yeah. He might have went to Hillary's school.
Yeah.
Well, everybody was talking yesterday about the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Yeah.
It got ugly. They hired comedian Michelle Wolf, and she is vulgar, clearly a Trump hater, and, basically kind of a C-list comedian.
So nobody checked her resume.
Well, you know what? They did. Of course, now they're backing away from her. I don't blame her as much as I blame whoever hired her.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
exactly.
Let's face it. You can get on YouTube and listen to routines of any comedian.
Yeah.
I mean, she's vulgar, lewd, and mean. She's not funny like, everybody's talking about how you might burn somebody a little bit, but you don't set them on fire.
Right. Yeah.
And it was mean. Sarah Huckabee Sanders took a big hit, and she was sitting 2 people over from Michelle Wolf. She sat there and she didn't cry. She didn't get up and walk away. She's an amazing woman. I don't know how you cannot admire Sarah Huckabee Sanders. She's a young girl with 3 kids. She's doing an amazing job. And I think, in the Midwest, she's not bad looking.
No, not at all.
But they treat her like she's somebody's, Heinz 57 dog.
Yeah, it is a shame. There is a point. There's, a line. And she definitely crossed the line.
And a lot of people have crossed the line with Sarah Huckabee. And it upsets me. It brought tears to my eyes. I just don't believe she deserves that.
No.
She
Tough
set
woman,
up her things. Yeah, she is. She is amazing. Oh, Mueller, the special counsel, he has turned over 50 questions that he turned over the 50 questions to Trump's personal legal team, okay?
Okay.
But they got leaked to the New York Times. Okay? Now,
wow.
a sample of what he would like to talk face-to-face with Trump about, I kind of think it's more like a deposition, I don't think it's going to be like chit-chatting over tea.
Right.
Nevertheless, is Flynn, Comey, Attorney General Jeff Sessions, and Trump's campaign ties to Russia. Now, I think the interesting one here is Attorney General Jeff Sessions.
Yeah. Something not right there.
Something's going on with Attorney General Jeff Sessions. He will not take action on anything. He's acting like a guilty schoolboy. Now, my guess is either something looks bad or something is bad.
I believe his net worth is 10 to 12 million.
That would suggest he's in cahoots with the Clintons.
Do you think?
Yeah, that would, because everybody in cahoots with the Clintons is worth 10 to 12 million.
Yeah.
Think about it. The Andrew McCabe, the Inspector General, suggested, with a lot of evidence, that Andrew McCabe should be charged criminally. That's been 2 or 3 weeks ago. Right. Nothing. You have the uranium one. You have the email. You have Comey. All of these things that Jeff Sessions does nothing about.
Yeah, and time just keeps flying by. How long are we going to be investigating this?
Well, that's
really?
True. Well, and Jerry Corsi, in his book that we talked about last week, did say that there is photographs of Jeff Sessions having a meeting with or talking to a Russian. And he said the optics are bad. He doesn't think anything happened, but it's bad optics. And when Jeff Sessions went through his confirmation hearing, he either didn't remember to mention it or didn't mention it. Now, my guess is it could be a little uglier than that.
Wow.
But the fact of the matter is, this is just, it's like the wild, wild west.
Pretty much.
It's so dirty. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And that brings us to May. May is Mental Health Awareness Month.
Right.
Now, we've been talking a lot about that, especially in relation to gun control. But I think we've also been talking about it a lot in relation to D.C. Homie needs, a neuropsych right up. Yeah. Because he doesn't get it.
No. And I'm getting sick of hearing his name. I just don't know. I'm puzzled by this whole thing. It's gone on for nearly 2 years now.
That's true. Everything. The one good thing we have to look forward to in May is the Inspector General's report will come out. And the grapevine suggests that Comey's going to look really bad in that.
Okay.
So that's another good May thing. May's a big month. We're going into it with lots of hope here.
Yeah, I'm hoping that the sun will stay out and it's not going to rain every day. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, me too. I agree. Okay, CNN. This is very scary. Investigation has found over the past 4 years, 103 plus Uber drivers in the United States have been accused of sexually assaulting or abusing their passengers.
Oh my God. Wow.
At least 31 have been convicted of the crimes.
Wow.
Scares me to death because I'm likely to use Uber. Maybe I've had a couple of cocktails. The good news is I probably won't be alone.
Wow.
But think about how scary that is.
That is absolutely horrid.
Yeah, it's horrid. I thought they vetted these people. One of the big deals when Uber started.
Wow. Yeah.
Was that they vetted these people.
Obviously
they did
not.
Background checks. Yeah. And in fact, we have learned over the past year that Uber has not been ran very well at all. So that concerns me.
Wow.
Another really good partnership is Fitbit and Google are going to hook up with doctors to transmit medical information from your Fitbit. Why Google's a little part of this, I'm not sure why, but to your doctor.
Wow.
So with the doctor shortage, I hope they can manage this information properly because right now they're now managing the information they have well because we have a shortage of doctors here that's terrible in the United States. You've got one up in Canada. I think it's safe to say there is a global shortage of doctors.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you got to make an appointment 3 weeks in advance before you're knowing you're going to be sick. I mean,
exactly.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. And,
I can see the benefit of that, though. I mean, basically, all the doctor would have to do is set, basically alarms that would go off if something was going bad.
Let's hope they're there to answer them. I got kind of a bad taste in my mouth about doctors right now.
True. And then, you guys like to sue a lot of people up there. So I'm wondering, something
that's
goes...
one of our favorite pastimes.
Yeah, so something goes wrong with your Fitbit and someone ends up dying and then everybody gets sued.
Everybody.
I can almost see that happening. Yeah,
an attorney can never just file suit against one entity.
No, never.
If someone looked at the product that caused the harm, they're going to be sued.
Yeah.
So they make sure they cover all their bases. There's always about 3 to 5 defendants.
Yeah. Oh, I know what I needed to tell you. Facebook is in the midst of their F8 conference right now. Forgot to mention that to you.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, this morning I saw Mark Zuckerberg talk about mostly fake news and censoring, getting the garbage off of Facebook and what they're going to be putting forth. Also, the things to anything political, you'll need a confirmation number that's registered with the government in order to pay for any advertising that's political.
Interesting.
And people will see who you are and how much you spent. So, yeah, they're basically...
I think that's a little too much oversight, but, that's just me.
Well, it's probably not a bad idea. And he does have a point. Like, this brings in visibility that is not existing in, like, magazines, TV, radio, any other platform. They do not offer that clear visibility into who's paying for the ad.
Right.
So, kind of neat.
Yeah, okay.
And, of course, he mentioned, Cambridge Analytica, and I did see an article yesterday that Twitter also sold information to Cambridge. So,
I'm not one bit surprised.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm just surprised they finally admitted it.
Yeah, like both sides don't employ the same tactics. Right.
That's right.
Yeah. At least we can agree there, right?
Absolutely. But let's think about one last thing, because, you and I have had more conversations than we probably care to admit to about chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
Well, chocolate lovers.
Yeah.
It's good for something else. Dark chocolate is found to improve your vision.
Huh.
So add that to the list. For your heart, it's good for your skin. I just like it, the damn stuff.
Yeah, I gotta pretty much have my daily chocolate. I'm just wondering why I'm still blind.
Yeah, you too. Maybe it's that other thing.
Oh, yeah. Mom told me I'd go blind.
Yeah. And we probably do agree about that.
Yeah.
But we don't always agree, and life's a journey, and we're all in this together. Remember, do not become anyone's victim. Thanks for listening. Godspeed, Connor, and Godspeed to all of our friends out there.
Godspeed, Grace, and thanks for listening.
Dueling Dialogues is brought to you by our affiliates at IX Web Hosting. Click the banner on the rightleftchronicles.com to get up to 40% off your first year of the best hosting on the planet. Today's episode of Dueling Dialogue is brought to you by Saucy Eva. GMA's marinade is coming soon to a plate near you to gourmetize your meats and proteins.